you could literally die tomorrow. So do what you love today. I know that's a little bit of a crazy start to a video, but it's real, man. Like, we genuinely have no clue when we're gonna leave this planet. As sad as that is, you could die tomorrow or next week, or someone close to you could die tomorrow or next week, and make you rethink why you weren't just living happily and doing what you love every single day. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that, like, I fought with myself for a really long time. You know, I was in school freshman year, my first semester, studying something that I didn't want to study. And I was, when I really thought about it, I sat down and thought, I was like, who am I doing this for? Is it for my parents? Is it for whatever society is telling me about, oh, I gotta be profitable in the job I'm doing and just suck it up and do, like, why would I do that? You feel me? Like, why would we do that to ourselves? As crazy as, when you put it into perspective like that, it sounds like ridiculous that we would ever do something that we don't like just for money or just for pleasing someone else. But yo, everyone does that shit. Like, everyone does it. So even if, like, I mean, if you're in high school or you gotta work a job to pay rent that you maybe don't want to do, at that point you do have to suck it up a little bit, because those are kind of non-negotiables, But at least after, you do those things, after you go to work, after you come home from school, take some time to do something you love. And then when you do have the opportunity to do something you love as a career path, potentially, you have to jump on that. You have to just leap on that opportunity, because at the end of the day, would you rather be exhausted doing something you love or exhausted doing something you hate? I think we both know the answer to that one. You feel me? So, the more fulfilling lifestyle is going to come from doing something that really you want to do deep in your heart. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, if you could, like, I was really thinking about this the other day. If you could, like, after you died, like, let's say you just died suddenly, like a hypothetical scenario, you died suddenly in 2 days or tomorrow or something, and you could leave like a post-mortem review on your life. Right now, I'd give myself like a good 4.5 out of 5 stars, because I'm just living every day. I'm unemployed as shit right now because it's summer, and I wake up, I just play video games, make music, work on myself, pray, meditate. I'm doing great. You know what I'm saying? I'm so fulfilled, spending time with my family. As opposed to, like, if you asked me the same thing in high school or at the beginning of the summer when I was working every single day, I maybe give myself 2 stars if I just passed away suddenly, because I was doing something I didn't want to do every day. And as real as that is, like, we literally have to prioritize doing stuff we love, because why would we not do that? You know what I'm saying? Why would we not make ourselves proud, make that inner child in us proud, and do those things we love and be kind to ourselves? I saw this quote today, and it's real. Like, God is 2 times more nice to people who are nice to themselves first. I'm gonna say it again. God is 2 times nicer to people who are nice to themselves first. Really think about it. When's the last time you did something nice for yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Even if it's something small, like going to get yourself some ice cream, you know what I'm saying? Doesn't have to be, oh, I gotta plan out this whole extravagant. No, you don't gotta plan out a whole extravagant day. Just maybe sit down, watch that show that, brings you comfort. Play that video game that with the homies that you haven't played in years. You know what I'm saying? Or go out with your girls and just, like, go get some coffee or something. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be complicated, but just like you got to do the stuff you love, you also got to be kind to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to enjoy life, because why would you not enjoy life? This is like something I'm so passionate about. Why would you live life not enjoying life. like it's really that simple. Why would you go through the motions every day doing something you hate simply because of money, or because, you know, someone else tells you to do something? And I know, granted, that's a very, you know, privileged way to think. You know what I'm saying? It's very privileged that I get to sit in my crib all day and do nothing, and I understand that. But simultaneously, everyone has some sort of free will and a little bit of time to make a change. You know what I'm saying? Everyone has to have some sort of way they can do something they love, or work towards making a career out of something they love doing. Because, you know, we have access to social media now. You can post anything on the internet. You post every day, I guarantee you it's gonna take you somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's in this generation, in this world we have now, full of information and full of accessibility, you can really do anything and make a career out of anything. And we got to take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? You can really do what you love every single day. There's a dude I know who I saw on the internet that literally flies around the world trying food and just made a career out of it. He just goes and tries, he just goes to restaurants. The bills pay for themselves because, you know, he's making money off the videos, off the reviews. And he's traveling the world. You know what I'm saying? Probably took a bit of a sacrifice. You know, at the beginning, he was probably just paying straight out of his account for these meals. But you know what I'm saying? I would love to do that. You know what I'm saying? Anyone would love to do that. And that just goes to show you can literally do anything. You can, if you put your heart and mind to it and the dedication, you just start, because starting's the hardest part. You know, whatever self-doubt, whatever shame you have, you really just got to start. You got to start doing the thing. Because once you start, God's going to put the pieces together for you. You know what I'm saying? You just got to wake up every day and do the thing. And then God's going to pull up on you. He's going to be like, yo, I see you've been working hard. And he's going to give you that missing piece. Something's going to happen that's going to put you in the right position, you know? And I don't think we realize that. I got to do a better job of doing that myself, because some days it's really hard to start. I procrastinate. I don't want to start for what? And then I realize once I get started, it's easy. Doing the thing is easy. You know what I'm saying? It just starts the first 10 minutes. Oh, maybe it kind of sucks. And then I get started and bang. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing. That's really all it takes in this life. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's hard, man. Like, some of us got, you know, really strict parents. Some of us got friends telling us we got to do one thing, mentors telling us we got to do one thing, trusted people, and I'm saying these are trusted people telling us to do things we don't want to do sometimes. But we got to look out for ourselves, because only we know deep inside our heart what we're trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Only we have the ability to tell ourselves, all right, I'm going to go do this thing because I know it's going to make me happy. You know what I mean? Like, it's just something it's just, there's so much of a lack of it in our world today. I hear all my friends, and it's even like, they say they don't know what they want to do simply because what they want to do, they don't see it as a viable career path. You know what I'm saying? But what people don't realize is, like, if you just do something every day and get damn good at it and enjoy yourself in the process, the money's gonna come. You know what I'm saying? The network's gonna come if you're putting yourself out there. Like I said, all the pieces are gonna slowly get put together. You just gotta not worry about that stuff. And like I said, if you gotta work a 9 to 5 just to pay the bills, you gotta work a 9 to 5 to pay the bills. But after, when you get home, as much as you want to sit on your ass and do nothing, you just gotta do something you love that's creative. You know what I'm saying? You can't neglect your creativity as well. That's another video for sure that I'll get into. But you got to do something that makes you feel creative, makes your inner child happy, makes that little you happy, makes that old you know what I'm saying, in the future, proud. You feel me? So you got to balance those two things. When you're thinking about, like, this is a good way to brainstorm. If you guys are watching this and you're not really sure what that thing is, think about it in two perspectives. The first one is going to be your inner child, right? Like I've been mentioning, that smaller version of you. What would make that person happy? because that's essential. That's really essential. What's gonna make that little you, the little version of you that was just happy to go do, whatever the thing is. And there's gonna be a lot of different, facets to that you gotta unpack. Like, I loved to do a bunch of stuff when I was little. Music happens to be one of them, and I'm dialing in on that a little bit. And then when you're older, right? Think about it from when you're like 80 years old. God willing, you live to 80 years old. If you can look back on whatever you're brainstorming and be like, yo, I'm proud that my younger self started that and did that, and I would feel fulfilled as an older person if I spent like a good couple decades doing that thing, that's gonna get you closer to your answer. But you know what I'm saying? You gotta sit. Like in my last video I talked about, in terms of patience, you gotta just sit and think. That's a big task you have to uphold to yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna figure out, if you're lost, you're not gonna figure out what you want to do unless you think. And people only think about what they want to do when prompted with, yo, what do you want to do? Nah, you gotta take some time out of your day and just think about what you want to do. Because, yo, it took me damn near the whole school year to figure out that I wanted to do music again and get started consistently. It's hard. I'm not telling, it's just as hard coming up with the thing that you want to do versus doing something that you don't want to do every day. Trust me, it's not going to be easy. But once you do find that thing, and once you get started and the ball's rolling, and you could do something that you genuinely feel fulfilled doing every single day, that is when, you got it. You figured it out. You've come one step closer to enjoying life. So that if you do die tomorrow, at least you died, doing something you love every day, making progress towards some sort of dream. Because we got limited time here. You can't just be sitting down doing nothing all day, man. I know you're better than that. I know every single one of you watching this is better than that. So, make yourself proud. Now, obviously we have a lot of people we got to make proud, but make yourself proud. Sometimes you got to be a little selfish. You can't always be doing things for other people to please other people. That's not the way to live life. Be a nice person, but that being said, you got to make sure you're in check first. You got to take breaks throughout the day, check in with yourself, yo. Like after whatever, after a lunch break during work, lunch break during school, check in with yourself. Just sit. If you got to go to the bathroom for 5 minutes and just chill and think for a bit, go do that. Make sure you're in a good mood. Try to prioritize yourself. If work's tough, go after work and do something fun. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I got anything else. I'm really thinking, but I think that pretty much covers it for today, y'all. So, like I said, last video, I told you your task, 5 to 10 minutes. Hopefully every day of just thinking. Just do a little bit of thinking. Get better at just sitting down and thinking without your phone, without books, like literally nothing. No noise, just think. I'm gonna repeat that at the end of every day. Every video, sorry. So, go make me proud, go make you proud. Peace and love, y'all.